Office romances are the target of a new proposal under consideration in the city of Indianapolis. The ordinance would ban city managers from having romantic or sexual relationships with their subordinates. Call 6 investigator Kara Kenny joins us now with this story. Kara.
Well, Todd, Councilor Brian Mahern says he's introducing this proposal in direct response to what happened with former Public Safety Director Frank Straub. He's engaged to the former Animal Control Administrator. Mahern says while both have moved on, he wants to stop similar relationships in the future. Frank Straub and his fiancée Amber Myers are now in Spokane, Washington. Before they left Indy, the former head of public safety and former animal control chief drew criticism.
Frank and I were not in a relationship previous to him resigning. So no, I wasn't given any opportunity that I didn't deserve.
At the time, the city had no policy against such a relationship and still does not.
I think that
But Democratic Councilor Brian Mahern wants to change that.
within government that we have the public's confidence.
He's introducing an ordinance that would prohibit city employees who are supervisors from having romantic or sexual relationships with subordinates.
We've got to make sure that we have a workplace that is above board and without any sort of appearance even of impropriety, and I think that it's important for us to do that.
My concern about this particular ordinance is that I don't think it goes far enough.
Republican Councilor Mike McQuillan told me via phone plenty of city officials have relationships with city employees, like Council President Maggie Lewis, whose husband works in the assessor's office.
There's all kinds of conflicts of interest that need to be addressed, whether it's between public officials or employees. I'm just kind of concerned that this particular proposal is more just reactionary, specific to the Straub situation, and that's my biggest concern.
Do you feel like this is an overreaction to what happened with Frank Straub?
No, because I think that, I think to a degree we dodged a bullet. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that that is a situation that can have some bad outcomes. So rather than court disaster, we try to avoid future problems.
I checked with the state personnel department and they do not currently have a policy against bosses and subordinates dating. A human resources association told me most private companies do have one in place to ensure fairness and maintain morale. As for Mahern's policy, it will likely be considered at a committee meeting on November 13th. Kara Kenny, RTV6.